What it do? It's PK Delay out here chilling, relaxing, getting my mind right. Just wanted to take the time to speak on depersonalization, derealization, what it is, what it did to me, and how I got through it. And I want to put this out there for anybody who's dealing with the same thing or dealing with anything in that matter. And I want to let you know that you can get through it. That's the first thing you can. You got to tell yourself, just don't stress it, The anxiety and the stress is two of the factors that got me to the depersonalization and the derealization. But I want to tell you guys what it is, and if you've never been through it before, you can't really describe it. It's kind of like when you let the anxiety and the stress get you to a point where your mind can't take it anymore. You snap, not like lose control, but it feels like you're out of your body, like you're watching everything from a third-person view. And if you even look on Google and check out what it is, you'll be able to see somebody try to illustrate what it looks like. But it's definitely something you don't want to feel. It's not a good experience, and it is a result of anxiety and stress, depression. Also, another trigger for depersonalization is like smoking marijuana or drinking alcohol. So if you're using those substances, I would highly recommend stopping. I was smoking pot whenever I first had the derealization and the depersonalization, but it's not fun. But let's dive into it, and hopefully if you're out there watching this, you can get some insight from it and feel good, because that's what it's about. A year ago, I was going through a lot of different changes, relationships, decisions with the music, and what I should do. It really took a toll on me. I was already a thinker. I was already in my thoughts, and at that time I was really drowning in my thoughts, and it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, and I felt like I was in like a black hole, and like I felt trapped. I remember calling my friends and family members, telling them, hey, I feel this way, I feel different, the anxiety's getting to me, and I feel like I'm not real, I feel like I'm about to die, I feel like this isn't real, and everybody's just like, what are you talking about? So first, you're gonna hear are you crazy, or what are you talking about? You're just tripping, and people aren't gonna understand what you're talking about. But just know I know what you're going through, and there are people out there that know what you're going through. For me personally, enough was enough, and I couldn't deal with it. I didn't like feeling like that every day. Nothing was fun anymore. Everything just was horrible. And I watched a few YouTube videos, and I remember talking with my friend Greg, and he was telling me that he dealt with the same thing before. So it felt good to know that somebody else was dealing with the same thing. So firstly, I would tell you to talk to people, do some research, and relax, because it's not that big of a deal. I know it feels wrong, but once you find out somebody else is going through the same thing, it eases your mind. So once I found out somebody else knew what I was talking about, and this wasn't just a feeling that I was making up, it helped me relax so much more. And another thing I did was I went to therapy. You know what I mean? A lot of people think, should I go to therapy? Should I go get help? There's nothing wrong with it, because from my experience, if you ask somebody, what I should do, they'll tell you, what they think is best for you. Like if you ask your mom, they'll tell you what she thinks is best for you, because that's your mom, or your dad, or your brother, or sister. So it's good to talk to somebody that doesn't know you from a can of paint. You feel me? And they can tell you what they think is really best for you. It felt good just being able to talk to somebody who didn't know anything about me. Just hearing that I'm not going crazy, that relaxes my mind a lot. That relaxes my mind. You got to know that, it's not that bad. You're not going crazy. You can get out of this. There's people who've been dealing with it for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 15 years. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody, but it takes time. It takes time to get out of it. And it's all in the mind. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Once you can control your mind and realize you're above all the stress and all the depression and all the anxiety, I'm telling you, it gets better. And you'll really start to feel better. Take the steps. It takes time. Wake up. Enjoy the day. You know what I mean? Don't hop straight on social media. Don't worry about something that happened yesterday or what's going to go on later. Take some time. Like, just, you're here. You feel me? You feel me? You're here. Everything's all right. For the depersonalization, like I said, talk to somebody. Check out some YouTube videos and see that it's not as big of a deal as you think it is. Also, like I said, with the therapy, I went to that. It really helped out a lot. And it's not like something I'm still doing anymore. I went a few times, about 6 or 7 times. But on a weekly basis, just to just go and talk and vent and get those problems up off your chest. It really does help out a lot. I do want to tell anybody dealing with that out there, you know what I mean, you can get through it, you will get through it, you definitely will get through it, as long as you tell yourself, as long as you take the time to work, have some fun, you know, quit stressing, go outside, run around, scream, yell, you know what I mean, have a good time, it's just okay, you know what I mean, so for anybody out there dealing with it, you can get through it, and hopefully, you know, this makes you feel better, make you know that, you know, you're going to be okay, and I promise that, you know what I mean, because I thought I wasn't going to make it up out of it, but I did, you know, and I'm living proof of that. So take the steps, relax, connect back to the things that you used to have fun with doing, you know, whether it's playing basketball, or even if it's something as simple as playing video games, you know, just take some time to breathe, get their sleeping habits better, you know, if you're not getting a lot of rest, try to get some rest, because, you know, that's really important on the stress. You know what I mean? You got to take some time to let your mind relax. Because the thoughts, they keep going like this, and at some point in time, you got to stop them, or else they're going to keep going. But, you know, that's just my story on my depersonalization. I'll be having a lot more videos on anybody who's dealing with anxiety and depression, because those are two things that I really dealt with myself. You know, I know how hard it can get, especially when you don't want to go get help, you don't want to talk to anybody. It's okay to talk, you know. Speak to people, see what's going on, you know. You are okay, but having a great day out here, about to go eat up on some food or something, but, you know, anybody out there dealing with it, you're going to get through it, though, I promise that, you know what I mean, but, hey, it's PK Delay, what it do, you feel me? Have a good one.